This one right here is a gem. Maximum Overdrive. This is where Stephen King. I love his movies. This is where all the appliances and stuff, they get like an electric current and they all come alive. Trucks start coming alive. One part, the scene I'm going to give away. They're at a little league game and the coach is buying these kids drinks out of a soda machine, and the thing comes alive and starts freaking flinging these cans of soda at people. I think it's pretty cool too because there's scenes in here where everybody is no one's safe because there's scenes in here that are pretty cool. You have to see it. May, this one, she puts together like a perfect boyfriend, I guess you want to call it. Starts taking body parts from different people. The Messengers with Kristen Stewart. I don't like this one too much. I like the second one a little bit better. This one has the guy from Boondock Saints and The Walking Dead. What's his name? Norman Reedus. Scarecrow. This one's The Messenger 2, The Scarecrow. The Midnight Meat Train. This took a weird turn at the end. This guy's pretty much just killing people off the train, and then at the end it just went a little too weird. The Midnight Movie, Mimic 2, Mimic Sentinel. I don't remember watching this one. I watched the first two Mimics. They're not too bad. Mirrors. This one was pretty interesting. This one has Kiefer Sutherland in it, about like a haunted mirror in a other side universe kind of deal. Classic Misery with James Caan and Kathy Bates, where he's a writer and she's an obsessed fan. He ends up crashing and then she finds him and takes him in and pretty much keeps him captive. The Mist, where everybody's stuck. I think this is, I don't remember if this one's a remake or not, but they're all stuck in a grocery store with this mist and there's monsters in the mist, so they're all Monster High. This is an old school one. I remember a little bit about it. I don't remember too much about it. That's a classic 80s one. The Mothman Prophecy is definitely a good one. Mr. Brooks, Kevin Costner, Demi Moore, Dane Cook, and William Hurt. I forget this one. I remember liking this, but I forget what it's about. Can't be that good if I forget what it's about, right? But I'd say watch it. My Bloody Valentine, the remake, 3D. My Soul to Take. I don't really like it. It's about all these kids that were born on the same day as like a murderer died or something, and they said the soul of this murderer ended up in one of these kids, and every single one's dying off until you figure out who the actual killer is. And this one's Near Dark. This one's pretty cool. This one's a pretty much a nice little box set. It comes with a few discs and extra features and stuff. You got Nightbreed. I don't remember this one. There's a lot of these that I think I've watched once and totally forget the whole premise of, which I should go back and actually watch them. This is the remake of The Nightmare on Elm Street. I didn't like it because it wasn't Robert Englund. I don't know. Whoever, it wasn't that the actor was bad. I think it was just the fact that whoever they put in that role wasn't going to fill his spot, so it isn't the same. I mean, it's all right, but I didn't give it a chance from the beginning. It could be all right. People might like it. I didn't like it too much. Like I said, it wasn't Robert Englund. Night of the Comet. I remember a lot of people talking about this one. It's pretty much like a zombie flick of this comet comes and turns people into like these zombie creatures. Night of the Demons. This one's a remake of it. This one sucked. It has Shannon Elizabeth in it. That's the only reason I gave it a chance. Actually, it's got Edward Furlong in it too, but this one wasn't any good. I didn't like it that much. Things are falling over. Night Train. I don't remember this one. This was another killing on the train. Danny Glover, Lily Zabowski, Zobieski. I think that's how you say it, Zobieski, and Steve Zahn. This one I got because I saw it on one of the DVDs I got. It was a trailer beforehand. It's pretty cool. It's interesting. It's called The Nun. It's like a cheap uh, flick about this girls ended up killing this nun when they were in this Catholic school, and then it's after them, and it invites them back to the school. It's interesting. The off season, I don't remember that one too much. I don't remember liking that one. The Omen remake. This was from 2006. It was alright. I don't remember. I wanted to get the Omen collection. Never got around to it. This one, One Missed Call. I like the cover art. It's pretty cool. People screaming. You get one last call, and once you get it, so not the same premise as The Ring, but almost. The Orphan. This one has a twist ending that I didn't see coming. It's pretty crazy where they pick up this girl from the orphanage. They don't really know too much about her background. She's very quiet, and then you figure out that what's going on. But like I said, the ending has a pretty cool twist. The Others with Nicole Kidman in it. Otis. This one's a weird one. This guy, he ends up kidnapping this girl and keeping her in the basement, calling him his prom date, and they're dating and all this. He's just a very odd guy. He's a pizza man, and then the family finds out about who this guy is, and they go and get revenge on him. It's decent for what it is, I guess you want to call it. It's a little different, but it's still pretty good. This one's P2, A New Level of Terror. It's pretty much based in a garage, like a parking garage kind of deal. And Pacific Heights with Michael Keaton, and Melody Griffith, and Matthew Modine. Let me move these over. This one I thought was going to be like Event Horizon, which I enjoyed, which was a very crazy movie, but I enjoyed it. This one wasn't that good. Pandorum. I think I just expected it to be like Event Horizon going into it, so I don't know. I just didn't like it. The evil people, the monsters didn't look that real. This one's a burned copy of the Paranormal Activity. The only reason I have this one is because on the first movie that came out on the DVD, they said they had an extra alternate ending. They had one or two, but this one had a totally different one that was in the theaters and different from the ones that were on that movie itself on the DVD, the extras. Passengers with Anne Hathaway and Patrick Wilson. It's about something with a plane, and she gets off the plane. I forget what it is. It was worth the watch. I just don't remember exactly what it was about. This is a classic. Wes Craven's People Under the Stairs. I think I did a review on it one time. I want to do another review because this movie is pretty insane. It's got the little kid from the kid Jesse from the Mighty Ducks, and this one's Stephen King's Pet Sematary and Pet Sematary 2. The Plague with James Vanderbeek. I think I got this at Blockbuster one time when it was really cheap. Piranha, the original. I like these movies. This one was really hard to find, and I remember I got it only because it dropped in price. I remember at one point it was like $35, and then eventually dropped in price, so I got it. Definitely better than the remakes and the sex fest that they have now. Piranha 2. What is this? The Spawning. This one I like better than Death Proof. It's Planet Terror. That was that dual pack, the Grindhouse stuff. I like this one a little bit better. I think it's got a more interesting background or storyline to it. The first Poltergeist, and then this one's a dual pack. It's got Poltergeist 2 and Poltergeist 3 in it. The Poltergeist 2 I enjoyed, and then the third one was a new girl because the original girl died, so they brought in this other girl, and it's like Poltergeist in a hotel. I don't know, I didn't like it too much. The original Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator 2 with Danny Glover. This one's a special edition. I remember the one scene that always reminds me of this movie, and I always see it over and over. It's that one point where the little kid offers the Predator candy. It sees it, and he's holding candy, and it's like, you want some candy? I don't know. I just always remember that. Predators, the newest one with, what's his name in it? I can't even think of his name. This guy, Brody. Adrian Brody. And then Lawrence Fishburne. I didn't like it too much. That's why I don't know, it doesn't live up to the other ones. It was supposed to be like another kind of Predator, and I was all excited for it, and it didn't come. They were like thin, stupid little things. Primeval, about a gigantic crocodile in the water. I think it's an Amazon or something. Prom Night remake. Pulse. These movies were pretty good, and with Ghost in like the airwaves or something. I thought it was pretty cool. Pulse 2 and Pulse 3. These movies pretty much stayed consistent. I like those. Usually you get these remakes that just totally blow the whole series out of the water, and it just makes it worse. But these pretty much stayed on track. They were pretty good. Quarantine, about a hotel that has some kind of disease and they get stuck in there. Queen of the Damned. This is Aaliyah's last movie where she ends up dying in the middle of it. They get the last pieces of it, but Queen of the Damned. I think this is something to do with Interview with the Vampire. Yeah, I think it's a sequel or something. Stephen King's Red Rose. I don't remember what this is. It's a really long movie. I think it's like a 254 minutes. Really freaking long movie. Rampage. This one, let me tell you about. This guy, I don't know what, he just decides to go on a rampage. He starts buying all this like metal gear from the internet and builds this freaking like suit of armor, buys all this ammunition and all these guns, and then just goes on a rampage, starts killing people, goes and robs a bank, and it's just this whole ploy that he had. One day he just woke up and did it. This one's a crazy movie. Resident Evil. Resident Evil Apocalypse. Resident Evil Extinction. And then I do have the other one on Blu-ray. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy the movies too much, so I might just keep them on DVD. Rest Stop. Rest Stop 2. The Return with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Return of the Living Dead Necropolis. I don't know, this one wasn't that good. The Ring, the remake. The Ring 2. I don't know, I like these movies were pretty interesting when they first came out. Room 6 with Christine Taylor. That's the only reason I got this. Actually, Jerry O'Connell's in it too. I don't remember it too much. It has something to do with someone gets in a car accident and then it's like a dream world kind of deal. The Roommate, where the roommate is pretty much crazy and tries to steal the life of this other girl. It was alright. The Ruins, where these people end up going on like a camping trip and they climb this like old school, like I guess you want to call it a temple or a pyramid kind of deal, and it's inhabited with these like evil vines, and then they're trying to get off this thing and the villagers don't want anything to do with it because they think it's like possessed or something, and they're pretty much stuck on this thing. The original Saw, which I liked a lot. I liked the first one. They said a lot of people said it was too far fetched, but I thought it was pretty cool. Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, and the only one that I have on Blu-ray is Saw the final cut, I think it's called. See No Evil with Kane. I thought this one was pretty cool. It was your typical slasher kind of film. They are making a second one. The Saska sisters, which did American Mary, they have part of it, so I'm actually looking forward to that because their movies are pretty cool. Session 9, about a abandoned psych ward, and these guys have to go and clean it, and they start seeing like paranormal shit. It's pretty good. The Shining, Stanley Kubrick. That's a classic. I really don't have to say too much. I'm sure everybody's seen it. The Shortcut. This is a B-rated one. I think I picked it up for cheap. It's pretty cool. It's different. It has a kind of a twist ending kind of deal. Shudder. Sick House. Sick is another one where the guy dresses up as a clown. Silence of the Lambs, and Silence Becomes You. I don't remember this one. It's got Alicia Silverstone in it. I don't remember this, but so I got one more shelf. Stick with me, and yeah, I know you're sticking with me because you love me, or if you don't love me, you at least love horror movies. So stick around. I got one more part. Put it all together and then send it in a big clump of videos. So stay tuned.